Good morning. Welcome to another Fast Tracks webinar. Today we are going to be going over taxes in the warehouse system. So in order to create taxes, we would go to the maintenance module. And the first thing we would do, we would go to tax types. To add a new tax type, we'll go down to the bottom and hit Add Type and type in the name of this type of tax. We will call this one cigar, and we will save it. I can add another one. We will call this one weighted tobacco. So now we have 3 tax types. The next thing we would want to do is create a tax group. Generally, this will be done by state or how you will group your accounts together for taxing. So as you can see, I have a tax group of Alabama and one of Tennessee. If I needed to add another one, I can do Add Group, and I will just call this Tax Group 1. And I will click Save Group. So once I have tax types and tax groups, I can then go and create a tax plan. As you can see right now, I have a tax plan for Alabama cigarettes, and it is a stamp flat amount. And I will go over all the different tax plan types in this webinar. So the first thing we'll do Add Plan. I will call this one Alabama Cigar. As far as tax plan types, we can do a percentage, a flat amount, we can tax by size or by weight, we can do a tiered weighted flat amount, we can do a percent with maximum or percent with minimum, we can do a weight with minimum, and again we have the stamp flat tax. This is going to be for any items that get like a state stamp when doing taxes. So for Alabama Cigar, I am going to do a percentage with maximum. What this does is it charges a percent of the product price, but we also set a maximum on it. So for example, we will do a tax plan of 32%, but I will do a max amount of 50 cents on each. And so for a cigar, this would be for each stick. It would be a maximum of 50 cents tax. My tax group again is Alabama, and my tax type is cigar, so this is all correct. I will tell it to save this plan. And I'll also create another plan for Alabama weighted tobacco. Okay, with this one I am going to do it by weight. And we will do it at 55 cents an ounce. My tax group again will be Alabama. My tax type on this one though, I will use weighted tobacco. Now I will save the plan. Alright, now I have an Alabama weighted tobacco. Now, in order for the items to know what tax plan to actually choose, we set that under product lines. So I will go to my cigar product line, and I'm going to edit that line. And I will set my tax type to cigar and save it. I will do the same for weighted tobacco. I'm going to edit my product line, and I'm going to change my tax type to weighted tobacco. So in doing so, what this does is anytime an item under this product line is sold, it knows to use the tax type of weighted tobacco. And then according to whatever account I have set up here, it also looks for my tax group. In this case, this is the tax group of Alabama. So it uses the tax group and what tax type it has assigned to it in order to pick the correct tax plan for it. So again, if we look at our tax plans, we have a cigar one, a cigarette, and we have weighted tobacco. So if we go in and do a new order, so this is a cigar. As we can see, our tax says Alabama cigar, and it is going to apply $1.60 in tax. The way it determines the tax as far as like a cigar that has a maximum tax per stick, or even the tax type that is a weighted tax, that is all set under item details. So if we take a look at the cigar, I have a number in package set of 5. So the tax will either do 32% tax based off my manufacturer list cost, or it would do 50 cents a stick on the 5 sticks, depending which one would be the correct way to do it. The same thing goes for weighted tobacco. If we're doing a weighted tax, we would fill in the weight box here, and the tax will look at the number in package, multiply that by the weight, and that is how much it would tax depending on that. I do not have an item for weighted, so we will actually create a new one. I'll put it in the weighted tobacco department. I'll set 2 as the number in package, and my weight will be 1.2 ounces. Alright, I will give it a manufacturer list cost and a default price, and I will now save that item. So now if I go and create a new order, So the item we just created, it tells us this is for the Alabama weighted tobacco tax, and it's taxing $1.32 to my price list of $5.49 for what I'm selling it for, and that gets us a price each of $6.81. And add that to the order. And again, the cigar is the same way. We're doing the Alabama cigar tax. It's taxing $1.60 to the price list price of $6, which gives us our extended price of $7.60. And that covers Taxes 101. This webinar, like all other ones, will be available on the website for later viewing, for download, or for streaming. And if you have any questions, you can contact Fast Track Support, and we'd be more than happy to answer any questions for you. Thank you for joining us today with this webinar. I hope you have a good rest of the day. Thank you.